Okay, let's talk New Year's goals for a second. Specifically, this point where excitement wears off, motivation might have dipped, and you're starting to wonder if you've already messed up the year. February is coming up fairly quickly. This video should be up on January 29th, so we got 2 more days of this first month of the year. And maybe you're in this weird spot where you're not sure what to do next. Maybe you're unsure if you should restart the goal, adjust a goal, or just drop it all together. So this video is a little bit of a goals check-in. I will walk through the goals I set for myself this year and talk through what I've done, what's in progress, what I haven't even started yet. I don't believe I'm rethinking any of them, but once we get into it, I will let you know. And I'll talk about my plans to move forward into February. This is definitely not in a perfection way. I have done barely any of my goals, but I think that is fairly realistic, and I want to be open and honest with you guys and show you that it's okay to have January be bad and start February off strong. And if February also goes bad, March will be stronger. My hope for this video is that it feels less like advice and more like motivation and just the subtle push you might need to keep it going. Anyway, I want to definitely show you my goals. I've set up a Notion page with my goals kind of in a bar format, which I think will be I've set up a Notion page with all my goals for 2026 and I can kind of track them there. So I think that is what I'll pull up to show you and we'll talk about how it's going. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so here is my Notion setup of my New Year's goals. It is all the goals on my bingo card. So there's what, 16? No, 24? 5 by 5 with a free space? Yeah. So there are 24 goals here, and if you notice, a lot of them say not started. So let's talk about this. The first one on here is Be Done Uni, and that is in progress. I am so close to being done. I literally just have to submit the paperwork. So we're in progress. She's going to be done. I think the due date is actually like February 2nd, so she'll be done before February. I should probably say, now that I'm thinking of it, I did put these in quarters that like I was hoping the goal will be done by. So like if you notice, some are like 2 and 3, 3 and 4. So these ones are goals that I have, but I've kind of structured them so I don't feel the pressure of having them all done by March, because I'm definitely one of those people who's like, well, I want to get things done as early as possible. Unsustainable. Definitely burnout material. But we're working on it. So the second thing we have on here is less than 2 hours of screen time. I've tried to work on my screen time. And then I got hit with a bug and my screen time went out the window. So she was not done any week in January, but maybe in February. It is a low priority for me in like regards to everything else here. A new tattoo. I want a new tattoo so bad, but that costs a lot of money, and right now we are in the saving money part of the year, so though that is not till the third or fourth quarter for me. Find a dentist. This is high priority. I haven't had a dentist since I was in high school. College Kenzie was not really caring to look for a dentist. It's not started technically because I'm going to say it's in progress once I've called and have an appointment found, but I do have a dentist office that I'm prepared to call when I have the motivation to actually call them. Do one knitting project. This is a low priority, but I have found the knitting project I want to do. Now I just have to get the materials and actually start it. A week of yoga. not started, not even attempted. I do really want to do this, but right now my fitness has been put on the back burner, unfortunately, due to some health reasons. But we're getting better and we will get back into that very soon, hopefully. I used to love like Pilates and yoga when I was a teenager, so I don't think it'll be hard to do a week of yoga. It's just getting started. Run a 5K, not started, and I don't think I'll actually reach this until quarter 3 or quarter 4. We are planning to, we've budgeted in for February a gym membership, so hopefully I can start prepping and that will go in progress very soon. Do a class, not even thought about. Actually, thought about a lot, not attempted to start. A lot of the classes we are thinking of are further downstate, and the weather right now is just not good enough to drive down, and we don't have the money budgeted in yet for a class to be started. But thought about. Turn 23, I have this in progress because I'm living and breathing, but that will be done in February. Get a brand deal, not started, high priority for me. I don't expect to get anything soon, if anything at all. I have put feelers out there, but I'm still relatively low channel, so I think the first part of this one will be to grow as a channel, and then the brand deal might come. Sell something on Etsy. I have an Etsy page, and I have not sold anything. Also, it's very new, like very, very new, and there's not a lot of listings. So I'm slowly getting into like digital art on there, but my goal is to sell literally one thing, even if it's $1, just because I need to make money. And that would be really nice if I could start seeing some return on that. Try a new activity, not started, low priority. I put quarter 3, but I do think it might be a winter-based activity like sledding or skiing, or snowshoeing would be so fun. I just don't know where to rent snowshoes around here, but I'm sure I can. That seems really fun. So, not started, low priority, but being thought about. Finally, one that I have done is defend my thesis. So, this one was done mid-January. Done, not thought of. I just submitted final edits, so that one, we did good on that. Pay off credit cards in progress, because I'm constantly paying on my credit card. I technically have enough money to pay off the credit card I have, but if I want to pay rent and get groceries, not the time to pay off the credit card where I'm not making an income yet. The lighting changed so much, and I'm so sorry. A no spend challenge. This one I actually want to flag because I think this I will be doing for the month of February. Maybe like a no buy rule. I'm not 100% sure yet, but maybe. And I think that would be super. I don't want to say it's like the shortest month, so it'll be easy because I love February and I love Valentine's Day. So I think it'd be really hard, but I do foresee myself spending a lot of money in February. Unnecessary money in February that a no spend challenge might help me with not. So stay tuned on that one. Get 500 subs. I'm actually going to mark this into in progress. I'm almost at 300, so I think I might actually be able to reach this by quarter 2, if not near the end of quarter 1. And that's exciting. Yeah. I'm just going to keep being consistent with my posting, and hopefully you guys like what I do. Go to eye doctors. This is the same as find a dentist up here. I'm going to mark it in progress once I have like an appointment confirmed, but I do have like an eye doctor I'm looking at. I just got to make the call. Do something that scares you. I've done a lot that scares me lately, but I don't know what I'm going to count as it yet, so I haven't marked it as done. And it's also like quarter 4 because it's like whenever it happens, it happens. My thesis defense was the scariest thing I've ever had to do. which sounds crazy. Like moving to college seemed easier than that defense, but that's, the anxiety speaking. And then we recently had to go to the ER for my husband. He needed stitches. So that was scary. Like, it wasn't necessarily doing something, but like, we've never been to the ER before, like, together as adults. It was just a lot. So I've done scary things, but I don't think I want to count any of those yet. Go to a concert's in progress. I do have tickets for a concert in the summer that I just recently got, and I'm very excited to go to. So that's in progress. That will be done. I'm going to say Q3. I can't remember the exact month, but it's in the summer. A 750 credit score. It's a high priority for me. Not going to be done until my credit card is like paid off mostly. So not even going to be able to mark that in progress. Lose 20 pounds. I don't want to put this in like as a weight thing, like a weight culture thing, but this is a health related reason. I do need to lose some weight, which is fine. I am honest about this. I am on a health journey. I have been very unhealthy for all of my adult life and some of my teenage life. So this like lose 20 pounds is really an overall like be more in tune with my body, stop binge eating, all that fun stuff, but that is something we are working on. Not started yet because I've had such a weird January. I haven't even like sat down, made a schedule, made a meal plan. None of that has happened yet. So I'm only going to put that in progress once I've like started the prep, if that makes sense. Finish one Samsung challenge. This, like, if you have a Samsung phone and you use like the Samsung Health app, it's like those monthly step challenges. I always enroll in them and I never make the step goal because, I work from home. And then before I worked from home, I worked in an office. So I didn't walk around nearly as much as I should. But going to the gym and starting to do like prep to run a 5K, I'm hoping I can finish one of the Samsung challenges. Honestly, my goal is to try to keep doing this each month. And whatever, like if I do February and I fail, then I try March and so on and so forth. Read and annotate a new book. I did pick up the book. I am going to be reading Atomic Habits by James Clear, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. So, I will do a review on this if people so want me to. But I did pick this up a few days ago. I haven't started reading it yet because, life has gotten in the way recently with, the turn of events. But that is on my list, and I think I'll be starting it soon, especially like right before bed when I turn my phone off. So that is that. Those are the goals I have set. Now, I kind of talked through how I'm preparing for February with some of these, but I'll do a quick like run through of what I think I'm going to be doing in February and how I'm preparing for them. So the first one, Be Done Uni, will be done in February. Not really much needed. That should be done by the end of January, technically. Less than 2 hours of screen time daily probably won't be even looked at in February unless I find that my mental health is like on the line because of my screen time. New tattoo, not going to be anything for February. Find a dentist, I'll probably make the call next week. So I will be putting that in progress. Do a knitting project. I think I'll probably start doing that soon. I've been looking for a new crafting idea and I haven't knitted or crocheted in a while. So that will likely be started pretty early in February. Week of yoga. I don't think this will be even close in February. I just don't foresee me doing this and the running the 5K and going to the gym all like in the same month. I think I gotta like build up my motivation. Run a 5K that will be started once I start going to the gym, which will be in February. Do a class, not gonna be even looked at. Get a brand deal. I'm going to keep putting feelers out there, keep emailing, keep applying, because, that is part of my job, is to try to make money. So that will be something I will continuously do. And I actually did see something kind of cool on Instagram, and someone was like, they have this book of rejections and they try to like fill it up, but by doing so, they end up doing things they would never typically do. And I think I might try that. Just start trying to get rejections, I guess, to just try new things. I don't know. But that's kind of how I'm framing that one. Sell something on Etsy. I will be posting more on Etsy, be doing more creative things that I can post on there. That will be still going through February. Try a new activity. Yeah, maybe. If it comes up, it comes up, but I don't think I'm going to be looking for something. Pay off credit card, that's in progress. That will continue to be in progress. A no spend challenge. Like I said, I think I actually might be doing this for the month of February. So maybe get 500 subs. The same thing I've been doing is just posting consistently, hoping you like the content, just being authentic to myself. Go to the eye doctor, probably will call them same day I call the dentist, get all that anxiety done in one go. So that could be started in February. Do something that scares you. I don't know, don't want to think about it. Go to a concert, probably won't happen in February. Credit score, definitely not happening in February. Lose 20 pounds, also definitely not happening healthily in February. So maybe we'll start in progress. Finish one Samsung challenge. We are hoping and praying that this will be done in February, because I have wanted to do this for so long, so long. And then I forget, or, I have days where I don't want to get out of the bed, or I don't walk around enough, and then I'm like so far behind, it's not even close. And then read and annotate a new book, that will be in progress fairly soon, probably in the next like day or two. So that is kind of how February is going to look with my goals. Now, hopefully, this is motivation for you from me to see someone else's goals and how many aren't started. I mean, out of this whole list, 1, 2, 3, 4 in progress and 1 is done. So that means we have 19 goals not started. And that's okay. As we talk through this, a lot of these I don't think will end up dropping off. My goal is to do every single one of these. None of them seem unrealistic at this point. Maybe the tattoo, depending on money, but I want one, so we're hoping. But other than that, like, this is all stuff I can do and I will be doing, but I'm not going to be doing it all in one go because I know that's insane. So if you're looking at your New Year's goals and you're like, wow, I've done one, girl, same, and I'm still motivated. So hopefully this gives you a little push to be like, okay, let's figure out what I'm gonna do for February. And if you're one of those people who treats like the start of the week, the start of the year, the start of a month as like the fresh reset, then this is the perfect time for you to do that, because February is just 2 days away and it's the shortest month. So if you have a month-long goal, maybe now is the perfect time to do it. Yeah, we don't have to be perfect. We just have to be honest with ourselves. We're not helping ourselves or anyone if we are not looking at what we're doing, the progress we are making or not making. I think a lot of the time I would lie to myself to be like, to make myself feel better about not doing things. Be like, no, you started, you thought about it, that's starting. And then I never actually made the attempt to start. And I think that's something I had to be honest with myself this year about, but we're doing it. We're doing it with an audience, which is crazy to me, but I hope, I said I hope a lot in this video. I apologize for that. But I love my New Year's goals, and I am so excited. I think you might be able to see my like New Year's resolution, no, vision board behind me, and that is so pretty. And if I look at that, right now, I cannot recreate any of these photos. None of them are done. And that's okay. And now, going into February, I'm like, okay, well, how can I get my life to look more like this? And you know what? I think I can. Anyway, that is all I have for today's video. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of motivation and that little push you need to start February off strong. But I love you guys, and thank you so much for letting me yap with you. Bye.